Patil back with my YouTube channel. In this today's class, I am going to talk about the poem Daffodils, written by William Wordsworth. Before starting this poem, let me give a brief bio of William Wordsworth in short. William Wordsworth was the greatest English poet who has contributed to great things to the romantic literature in English language. And also, he was the great devotee of nature and he calls as a priest of nature. And he says that poetry means a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings which the emotions are recollected in tranquility. Tranquility means in peace. And also he says that for all the human problems, nature can give the solutions. And also he says that nature is a background, it is a living organism, what it is said by William Wordsworth. And he wrote many natural nature poems in a beautiful manner, and those poems are in their simple and in the lucid language what we are going to see. Coming to this poem, Daffodils. Daffodils is nothing but a name of the flowers. He explained this daffodils in a very imaginative, very describing and very attractive way in his own imaginative words. Let us read the poem line by line and try to understand the poem, my dears. Yes. Let me begin the poem, Daffodils. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over the vales and on the valleys. Here, poet himself comparing with a cloud. Being a cloud, he is wandering over the valleys and on the hills. So, while moving as a cloud, he observes the host of the golden daffodils. Host means the group of the golden daffodils. Those daffodils are present beside the lake and beneath the trees. Beneath means under the trees and beside the lake. And those daffodils are fluttering and dancing in the breeze. It means he is giving a human attributes to these flowers. It is completely personified here, what we can observe. In the next paragraph, wonderfully he explains the daffodils flowers in this way. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on a Milky Way. He is saying that he is comparing these daffodil flowers with the stars. How the stars twinkle or glitter in the Milky Way or in this galaxy, the same way on the earth, these daffodil flowers are also shining. Okay, that is what the beauty, that is what the importance he is giving to the flowers called daffodils. And in next lines, he explains and says that they stretched in a never-ending line along the margin. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. These daffodils are stretched along the way. There is no end for the daffodils. Along the bay, bay means the land area near the river, which the land area is present, that is called bay. Completely these daffodil flowers are stretched over there, and these daffodils are looking very beautifully. And also in the next lines, very beautifully he says that I saw 10,000 at a glance. Here 10,000 at a glance means he not counted 1, 2, 3, 4 like this type. It is a sort of exaggeration what he is making to hyperbole the sentences. The poetic device used here is hyperbole. See, sometimes you might have been know that. You might have been heard that. Your mother tells you, I told you 1,000 times not to repeat the things. To hyperbole or to exaggerate the sentence, a poet is using such kind of poetic devices in this poem. And tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. He is talking about the action, he is talking about the motion, and he is talking about the movement of the daffodil flowers in this paragraph. And in the next paragraph, he explains that the waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in a glee. It means he is comparing this daffodil flower dance with the waves, means the waves of the lake or the river. And when he compares the dances of both these things, he observes that daffodil flowers are dancing better than the waves, means the great importance he is giving to the daffodil flower in this poem. In the next line he says, a poet could not but be a gay. A poet could not do anything but be a gay means he can be in the happy moment. He can be contented He can be in a joyful moment and in such a jocund company. Jocund company means joyful environment, joyful company he is talking. I gazed and gazed, but little thought. Gazed means he is gazing, he is just observed the things very particularly, very keenly, but he didn't get anything at that time. He not understands the importance of the memories at that particular time. Later he understands, later he comes to know about the importance of the daffodils, importance of the memories of these daffodils. Okay, in the next line he says, what a wealth the show to me had brought. What a wealth means it was a great wealth. The memory or the flashes of the daffodils are considered as a great wealth to the poet, what he is explaining. In this next lines, very beautifully, he says that, for often when I couch I lie. For often when my couch I lie. Couch means the sleeping area, that is called couch. Whenever he lies, that time, and whenever he feels vacant and pensive. Vacant means whenever he feels empty, or pensive means whenever he feels sad. That time, the memory of these daffodils flashes to him, and it brings a great joy to him. He is saying in the next line like this, right? They flashes upon the inward eye, which is bliss of solitude. It is really a great bliss of solitude to the poet, and he is saying that it brings a great joy, it brings a great moment, it brings a great energy to the poet. Whenever he feels pensive, whenever he feels vacant, that time all such kind of things are coming to him, and they are just making him enthusiastic, and they are making him very comfort, and they are making him very, great and zealous, which they are going to fill in him, we are going to see. And in the last line, he says very wonderfully that, and then my heart with the pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. Because of all these things, his heart fills with the pleasure, his heart fills with the joyfulness, enthusiasticness, happiness, and that too start playing or dancing with the flower called daffodils. See, my dear, this is all about the poem Daffodils. Daffodils is the name of the flower. He explained this flower in a very beautiful and in a very sarcastical, very, exaggeration and in a very beautiful manner. And it is really a great poem written by William Wordsworth. And also, it attracts all the readers, what we can say. If you have any doubts and any questions regarding this poem, you can ask all the questions in the comment box by subscribing my channel. Whoever not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and please support my channel and like and press the bell icon for more videos. And thank you for watching my classes. Thank you.